Hello everybody, it's your old pal, Vinover again. And look, I did it right this time. No start screen, none of that bullshit. I finally got it down after 10 episodes. Or 11, I don't know. Something along there. Don't count on my counting. That wasn't funny, I'm sorry. Alright, where we last left off, Junker was having a heartfelt moment with Reverie, and asked her really sweetly, like a little sweetheart, to just do the projection with just her beautiful voice. So, let's get started. We read this already. Yeah, we read this already. The atmosphere itself is quite thin, and is composed mainly of carbon dioxide. When traces of ancient waterways were discovered on the surface of this red planet, people imagined wild tales and legends of extraterrestrial life. Fleeting, whimsical stories of grotesque invaders with incredibly advanced science, or of beautiful ladies and heroes, of aliens come to destroy a harmonious civilization. But now, we know that Mars is a dead planet, devoid of any traces of life. Not true, motherfucker. NASA found little bugs. Or were they fossils? Okay, never mind. I'm sorry, Reverie. You're right. I'm stupid. However, the theories that the canals on Mars were constructed by intelligent life have not faded, and in fact continue to charm many people to this day. And at that point, she paused for a second. Our planetarium was established in the very year that mankind was first successful in setting foot on Mars. Aw, yeah, science, bitch! In this story, they already landed on Mars, and we're planning on that. They're doing tests already, motherfuckers. We're going to Mars. If you don't think that's the coolest shit ever, you can get the fuck out my face. Since then, so very many people have come and viewed our projections. Truly, Mars is the very symbol of the success of the space colonization program. And it is also the namesake of Mars, the Roman god of war. The image of Mars would now slowly fade, and would be replaced by a complex sphere of all blue, green, and white, shining as brilliantly as glass. So he's imagining this in his head as she's saying it. Oh, that's so cool. This is them. Oh, I fucking love Earth, man. And we're messing it up over here. Bullshit. Please look at this. This is the third planet from the sun, our very own Earth. It has been the cradle of mankind since the olden days, and it will always be considered the birthplace of man, will it not? Although I am a robot, I was also produced on this planet. Now I can reel off any number of measurements concerning the Earth for you. Read them all to me, Reverie. I'll listen to all of them with your cute little voice. But there is no software in the world that can truly portray our planet's beauty. She smiled almost as if shy about her words, and then she again fell silent for a little while. It is not a robot's position to question her betters. Don't say that. Nobody's better than you. You are equal. You are equal to us. If not better, because you're not an asshole. Overpopulation, energy issues, water problems, a rising sea level, an ecosystem in imbalance, air pollution, and finally problems of who possesses space. See, even she knows it's bullshit. Currently, there are so many problems and disputes in this world. Reverie, you don't even know the beginning. Everyone's dead. Everyone is dead. However, this is what I believe. Aww. Mankind will be able to solve all of its problems, and will one day reach out to the world of the stars. Aw, man. She was now as a priestess telling of oracular visions. With graceful actions, she extended her arms wide in the darkness. The starry sky now belongs to you. Ah. That was the message she was conveying with the childlike innocence to every single person born on this planet. Aw, that's so sweet. On this special night, I would like to let you in on a big secret. The planetarium is also a time machine. It allows us to traverse time from distant past into the farthest future. What's going on, Reverie? Don't leave me hanging like that. This following portion of the presentation would now be turned over to Miss Gina. The projector would once again come to life,
and the steel casing would once again tremble with joy. Tremble. The motor would speak one last time, beginning to emit its low signature aria. And then, like a gentle dinosaur craning its neck, the fixed star balls would begin to draw complex see? What the fuck? Within a microcosm bereft of color, new stars would begin to radiate with brilliance. I fucked that sentence. Oh my goodness. Wow. Even that's amazing, man. It's not really a projection. Please look at this. This is the starry sky that will be seen precisely 1,000 years from this day, in this place. Wow. This is the meager depiction of the starry sky of the future that I, Reverie Planetarian the robot, and Miss Gina the projector can give you. Give me all of it, Reverie. I want all of it, please. This is amazing. I did not know where her voice was coming from anymore. She's right behind you, about to strangle you, motherfucker. The customers in this sold-out auditorium would alternately be hushed in amazement or clamoring in excitement, staring up at the starry sky with intoxication. Past the confines of this dome lay a vast ocean of light. This is so cool. Like an hourglass of the gods concealed under a curtain of gold, the light radiated everywhere, without beginning or end. Oh man. She slowly closed her eyes and clasped her hands as if in prayer. I pray, everyone, that you will remember. Even if the world of the stars should someday become common living ground rather than an unreachable goal to strive for, I pray that you will never forget this starry sky. I'm never gonna forget it. I'll never forget it, Reverie. When you are lost in the dark and can no longer see the stars in the sky, please remember what you have seen here today. I'll remember it forever, Reverie. Forever. This is my little Reverie. Oh my goodness. Oh god. And then a usual smile appeared on her face. Well then, let us return to our own day and age. Please hold on tight so you do not get lost. Here we go, it's gonna change again. The projection would be on its home stretch now. No, I don't want it to end. The stars would grow ever more radiant, as if they were being polished by her voice. Having finished off its duties, the projector would be returning to its home position, and likewise, the diurnal axis would be revolving back to its original like a boat, returning to safe harbor. The celestial spheres are revolving. The winter constellations are now showing their faces from the eastern horizon. Orion, Auriga, Taurus. These are the harbingers of magnificent season that will soon be unfolding every night, high above our heads. Oh yeah, space. I love space, motherfuckers. If you don't love space, there's something wrong with you. Space is cool as shit. And now, a faint light would be starting to diffuse the sky. As a dull crimson light would begin to fill the eastern sky, the radiance of the stars beginning to weaken. The barely visible stars of the western sky would now dim, as if they were receding into the distance, and then they would vanish entirely. The long night has finally ended, and morning has once again come to the world. The sun has risen. The twittering of little birds and the rustling of the wind can now be heard. The slumbering buildings and trees, too, are sleepily opening their eyes to greet the rays of the sun. Very soon now, the town will come alive. This is the cutest shit ever, I'm telling you. And just as ever, a new day will begin. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Reverie. Well then, that is the end of our commemorative projection. Oh man. My name is Reverie Planetarian, and it has been an honor to have you along with me on this journey. You and me both, Reverie. You and me both. Thank you for having listened so attentively. Bow. You better bow back, bitch. I will kill you. On behalf of all the staff of our establishment, I would like to thank you again. We eagerly await your next visit. Is this the end of the game? Don't tell me this is the end. No. 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 Okay. Even though the projection was over, I did not open my eyes. I could still vividly see all those trails of stardust like so many after images with my eyes closed. Right now, I was reluctant to open my eyes and return to the pitch black darkness.
Mr. Customer, today's projection is over.
I could hear the precise, regular footsteps making their way towards me. To me.
Mr. Customer? Mr. Customer?
I could hear the whirring of micromotors, which told me that she was gently cocking her head in doubt once again. I thought about opening my eyes before she inevitably asked me, "Are you feeling ill?" But just then...
Oh, so you've fallen asleep.
Her voice shrank down to a whisper. Aw, you'd think she was bored. She thinks you were bored, I mean.
It is protocol to show all the customers out the door after the projection is over, but... After taking all the factors into account, I think that would be best to allow Mr. Customer to sleep like this until morning.
A chair beside me squeaked and I could feel that she was sitting down. Aw, man. I continued to pretend to be asleep.
There certainly have been a lot of customers who have fallen asleep during our projection.
You're not boring, don't worry.
Then again, there have been children who started crying during the projection too.
I hate children crying. Babies crying is the most infuriating thing to me. It annoys me on a level that I don't get. It's horrible.
When that happened, I led them out via the emergency exit and talked to them until the projection was over.
Aw, she's good with kids too. As if she were reminiscing about old times, she lapsed into silence for a second.
Mr. Customer? How was our special projection?
Answer, you bitch!
All the members of the staff put all their hearts into making it. Mr. Manager told me that it was a great privilege for a human being to be able to sleep underneath the starry sky. That is why I believe that surely you must be quite satisfied, Mr. Customer.
He's so satisfied, Reverie. Don't worry about it. He has never been more satisfied.
I am very happy.
Oh, man. Right in the heart.
I wonder what kind of dream you are having.
He's dreaming of you, Reverie. He's dreaming of you.
I am a robot, so I cannot dream. But I believe that surely you are having a pleasant dream.
She continued to talk by my side without end, as if she were telling a child a bedtime story. Aww. And I swore that I would remember. About the olden days before the rain began to fall upon this world. Man, oh man. Sorry it's been just blackness. But that's part of it. There in the dark. I was a little boy then. The colony in which I lived was overcrowded, so there was a chronic shortage of drinking water, medicine, and food. I stuttered there. But even so, the number of refugees that came every day was greater than the number of those who died. Oh God. As the toxic contamination of the world was at that point concentrated in the southern hemisphere. During times when there was no smog, we were even allowed to go outside without any protective suits. God, man, that's depressing. I remember coming out of the airlock, held in somebody's arms. Oh, the feels. I think it was on a late midwinter night. I feel bad for this guy now. All the shit he's been through. That's probably why he's such an asshole. It was pitch black outside, and the air was freezing cold. The person who was holding me did not move an inch, and just stood absolutely still in the darkness. The person merely looked skyward, forever staring into a gap in the thickly overlapping clouds. I had forgotten the sensation of that person touching my cheek, lost it to frozen time. The person surely was my mother. Oh no. There were other adults in the vicinity, but none of them stirred an inch, looking up at the empty sky as if they had been petrified. Were the stars in that sky? I swore that I would remember. No? Don't tell me it's over. Okay, thank God, I don't want this to be over yet. On the next day, it continued to rain. What's gonna happen now? That was like the whole build-up of the game. As if it had been that way since the beginning of the world.
What do you think about the planetarium? That beautiful twinkling of eternity that will never fade, no matter when. All the stars in all the sky are waiting for you.
And she was continuing to address the rain with her lucid voice, as if nothing had changed. Oh, yay!
Good morning, Mr. Customer. How are you feeling?
When she noticed me, she gave me the same salutation that she always had. Not particularly good, but not bad either. Just say you're good. She'll be happy. And then she won't bother you anymore. That's what you want, isn't it? You probably like that she bothers you.
I see. If you are still feeling ill by any chance...
I am fine.
Very well. That is good then. Mr. Customer, will you be going home now?
Oh, shit. No! Don't leave.
Yes.
Yes, I mean...
My sincerest apologies for the breakdown in projection. I beg your pardon from the bottom of my heart.
Well... I started for no particularly good reason. Your projection was not bad. You asshole. Fuck you.
I am very happy that you praise us thus.
Wow.
And it is also true that you have helped us out a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My flechette gun, my waterproof cloak, and my knapsack all felt several times heavier than usual. Don't leave. Just stay there with her. Because the humidity in the projection room had risen secondary to the offlining of the air conditioners, I could again feel the dull ache from several old wounds. I did not even get a good night's sleep last night. I was all out of food, and I could feel that I would soon run out of strength. But none of these things were the cause of my current reflective mood. You're gonna miss her. Hey.
Yes, what is it?
Just what do you plan on doing from now on? No, man. I choked down the words that I had been on the verge of saying. Oh, he didn't say it. Damn it. It was a completely senseless question. Just ask it. She would be waiting without question or complaint on this rooftop for more customers to come, for the staff members to return, and for the electricity to the projector to be restored. That's so sad. She would be there forever until she broke down. When her batteries were exhausted, she would connect her charging socket to its cable and simply close her eyes. And then she would never move again. Oh no. That was a certain future that would visit itself upon her body in a matter of a few dozen hours at the most. It's so sad.
Mr. Customer.
Are you waiting for customers today too?
No, today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, so the entire department store is closed.
So you have the day off. Take her out. Take her out. Take her out. Take her out.
Yes, so I do.
And how do you usually spend your days off?
Well, as holidays are not necessary for robots, I generally do various little tasks.
Is that so?
On one of these days off several years ago, I rebuilt a bouquet, as the one that I had built before it had broken apart about 8 years before.
That is so sad. Are you talking about the bouquet you gave me? Oh, man.
Yes, next time around, I will await your return having prepared a genuine bouquet of beautiful flowers.
Why you? I don't get why him.
I see.
That dubious bouquet of artificial flowers had been cleared away from my sight some time ago without my even noticing. Which customer did you say I was again?
Sir, you are our 2,497,290th customer, to be exact.
Since you gave me that bouquet, then I guess I'd better be the 2,500,000th customer as well.
Yes, sir. I will be waiting with all my heart.
Oh, shit. Oh, does that mean he's gonna keep coming back? I hope so. The least I could do for her was to engage her one last time in the idle talk that she seemed to love so much. No! When I was in the middle of repairing the projector, I certainly thought this way. That this might not be too bad a place to die. Oh, man. But the feeling, which was not so different from intoxication, was now vanishing like a fad from a bygone era. In its place, there was something that could be called a longing for others. She's there, bro! I wanted to head towards the places where people still set foot and live their lives on this little planet. Even if I should perish along the way. Yes, there was part of me that felt that way. Even if it amounted to nothing more than a mere instinct that had from the very beginning been embedded in every single one of those living things known as human beings. Even so. I am heading off now. No!
Very well. Thank you for everything.
If you would, lift up a prayer to the god of robots for me, that I might survive the trip back.
Yes, sir.
At that moment, she turned strangely serious. Her words, which had started off so cheerily, trailed off into hesitance. What?
Mr. Customer, I am terribly sorry, but may I ask you a question?
What is it?
Will there be perils on your journey home?
If I said no, then I would probably be lying. I answered thus, lengthening the idle chatter that I had grown so used to.
Will you be taking the subway on your way home?
The subways are not running. There's an electrical outage right now, remember?
Yes, so I see. I have currently added this matter into my behavioral database.
She replied thus. Even though she knew that there was an electrical outage, that did not mean that she could necessarily string together the consequences of that situation.
Then will you be taking a bus or a taxi or some other kind of vehicle?
A car, probably. Aw, he's lying to her. He has a motorcycle. On my way in, during my battle with the 3 other junkers at the rift in the quarantine wall, the engine of my motorcycle had been shot to pieces. The Land Rover that my 3 colleagues had come in was undamaged, but its 3 passengers were a completely different matter. Ha! He fucked them up! A fitting end to a forced dealing. If I could successfully escape this city, then I could take that car and drive it to a nearby settlement. But how is there still gas? But if that car were out of gas, then I was destined to die a dog's death.
Did you park your car in the public parking lot then?
Not quite.
Then did you park your car within a 3-kilometer radius of here?
Approximately, although I don't exactly know. Her rapid succession of questions was obviously very different from the idle talk that she was so fond of. She's worried about you. She has feelings. Why are you asking these things of me?
I am currently contacting the support center. Please wait for a bit.
She said with a deadly serious voice without answering my question. I could not help but feel that there was something in that voice that I had never heard before. Hey.
Very well.
I was just about to prod her for a second when she returned to her usual smile. Yeah!
I will escort you to your car, Mr. Customer.
What did you just say?
Yes, sir. I just said that I would escort you to your car.
What the fuck?
Mr. Customer.
How was I supposed to respond to this? Fuck yeah, let's go, Reverie! We're gonna go for a ride! As I fretted over how to reply, she merely continued to smile.
The duty of escorting the weak and elderly falls upon us robots. Please do not feel uneasy about it.
Just who are you calling weak and elderly?
Sir?
Just fuck you, dude. Just go. She cocked her head slightly.
I beg your pardon. I have made a horrible error in my speech. I truly beg your pardon.
Look what you did. God damn it. And once again, that incessant flood of words. There had been times when I had seen this kind of slapstick comedy on old-fashioned film reels. But when I first entered this planetarium, I came face to face with a genuine article. Are you all in there?
No, I am just a little broken.
That is not what I am talking about.
I believe that if the electrical outage has affected the adjacent blocks as well, then your journey might be fraught with peril, Mr. Customer. Today is a department store business holiday, so the help desk staff all have the day off. As I appear to be the only robot operational in our department store, I believe that it becomes my duty to see you off safely, Mr. Customer.
She only used the phrase "I believe" during times when she was absolutely certain that her notions were correct. I would literally not be able to move her otherwise, not even with a lever. Are you okay with leaving your post?
Yes, I have currently attempted to contact the support center and request a release to act upon the 4th article of the 12th allowable exception to our professional code. However, as I cannot get through to them, I am allowed to act according to my discretion.
She clearly asserted.
It may well be fate that this should happen, so may I come with you?
Say yes, you bitch. I sighed again. It seemed that I had underestimated her yet again. Or it may have well been that I had forever disrupted a garden that had therefore been maintained in exquisite balance.
May I come with you?
Of course, I should not have let her accompany me. No, she's gonna get blown to bits out there. I should have freed myself from the grasp of this broken robot and returned to the solitary life of a junker. But her artificial optic resin eyes were deadly focused and gazing at me intently. My mind had been an empty desert, a clattering graveyard of hollow sounds. Indeed, that had been the world in which I had walked up until now. But now, grains of stardust were shining like a stain, undying on an imperishably dark heart of hearts that had long been without a single decent thought. Damn it. You bitch. Seized by an impulse that I myself could not fathom, I armed my flechette gun. What are you doing? How much longer will your batteries last?
If I continue in the current pattern of usage, then my battery will last four more days.
How fast can you walk?
My maximum walking speed is 8 kilometers per hour over an even surface.
How do you plan on returning?
While I cannot acquire GPS data from the satellites, if your destination is within 3 kilometers, I can independently find my way back.
Will you be fine in the rain?
Yes, my enclosure has 2 layers of waterproof coating, so...
You told me this earlier, so are you saying that the rain has never caused you to stop moving or anything like that?
Yes, sir. I have no problems operating in wet conditions.
Although she spoke with such confidence, the rain that fell now was completely different from the rain that fell 30 years ago. And this whole 2 layers of waterproof coating thing was dubious as well.
May I come with you?
Finally, I answered her. Do as you wish.
Thank you very much.
She bowed deeply to me.
Well then, let us be off.
Saying this, she produced something from the inside of the reception desk. Oh, man.
Here you go.
The thing that she was presenting to me with a huge smile on her face was the self-styled bouquet again. Just when I thought I had seen the last of it, there it was again. What the hell is this? You know what it is, asshole.
This is your bouquet, Mr. Customer. I have been safekeeping it with me with utmost care for you.
So she would not be satisfied unless I took a souvenir with me after all. Was that it? I do not recall asking you to son of a bitch. I do not recall asking you to safekeep it for me.
Yes, sir. You forgot it on the floor of the projection room, so I decided to safekeep it for you.
I did not forget it. I threw it away. Come on, dude. Why are you doing this?
Yes, I understand.
She replied thus, but her facial expression told me that she understood nothing.
Please do not worry. We do not charge anything for the safekeeping of things left behind the projection.
During the projection. And then I sighed again. Not at her kindness, but at the way that I was caving in. Why do you have to be such a hardened asshole? As you have it, do whatever you want with it. I am in no mood to receive it. Oh, man.
Acknowledge. I will take responsibility for the bouquet until we reach your car, Mr. Customer.
She responded thus to what I said. I could not help but feel that her ability to interpret my words to her utmost favor was quite incredible.
As it is a rainy day, you will need an umbrella. I will prepare one now.
As she briefly laid down the bouquet and turned to go back to the counter, I grabbed her and stopped her. If I allowed her to have her way any longer, I would most probably end up carrying everything and the kitchen sink. Forget about the umbrella, I will lend you a coat. Every woman ever wants to bring her whole house with her. I helplessly opened my knapsack and took out my spare waterproof cloak.
Oh no, I could never do such a thing.
If you are going to come with me, at least listen to what I have to say.
But...
Come on, put it on by yourself. I thrust the dirty cloak at her.
Very well. In that case, I accept your offer.
He's like a gritty man, but nice at heart. She bowed low as if she were receiving a medal from me. Is that the end? Don't end abruptly like that. Okay. The streets were empty. I thought this was going to be the end of it, so that's why I made it a little bit longer. Maybe I shouldn't have. Oh well, I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thanks for joining me. Remember, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe for more episodes. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.